Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. It is tournament time again. I'm excited about this morning's tournament, but also super apprehensive. The reason I'm so apprehensive is that we had a massive weather system move through, dumped about 9 inches of rain here in the East Tennessee Valley, and the temperatures dropped almost 50 degrees in 2 days. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to say the least, but I'm excited to get out here. I'm excited to get back after it. This may be the one tournament of the year where, you know, hey, it's the one that I can kind of let slide towards my Angler of the Year goal, or it could just add to the Angler of the Year goal. I have no idea. I was catching some pretty good fish the other day. I doubt they've gone anywhere. I may just have to adjust what I was doing to actually catch those fish, but I've got a little bit of a plan to actually put some more fish in the kayak this morning, especially with the conditions that I think I'm going to be faced with, especially with all the rain we've been having. High muddy water. Cold muddy water kind of sucks, but I don't think this water's cooled down that much, and I think I kind of know what I need to do to put some fish in the kayak, but that is to be seen as of yet. We got to get out there, we got to get after it, we got to see how we do in this kayak tournament. But without further ado, I'm going to shut up. We're going to get out here, we're going to get after this thing, and hopefully you guys will enjoy today's video. Let's let her rip, Tater Chip. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just take your time, man. I said just take your time. I really have a feeling that when the sun gets up, it's gonna help us a whole ton. I've not had any bites yet, but all the bait fish activity just interests me a whole lot. I mean, I think there's fish here to be caught. I know there's fish here to be caught. I mean, we caught them the other day. Since, you know, we didn't have that rain and all this water that we've got in here now. But that being said, I still think the potential of running into one of those better than average ones is what is going to happen today. I mean, number one, not only is it tough, but number two, I'm fishing a technique with this big spinnerbait like this where when you get a bite, it's going to be a good one. Like this isn't a numbers bait. This is a bait that you roll it by the right one's face and they just go freaking bonkers on it. So we're going to keep fishing. A ton of bait fish activity in the back of this pocket that we're about to go check out. And I mean, I think the best thing that we can do is just polish every freaking rock back in here and just keep on polishing until we either polish up a turd or polish up something pretty. So, yeah, I don't know, boys and girls. This is a fun day. Fun stuff. That's crazy, guys. You can see that mud line. Look at the mud line right here, where the water's pushing in. There's a creek, it's pushing in back there, it's pushing in clear water. So it tells me if this creek's pushing in clear water, that there may be a point that we get back into that other creek that it's pushing in clear water too. Cleaner, I wouldn't say clear, but it's definitely cleaner than this dang on chocolate milk we've been fishing. Man, this water's so clear, just can't even stand it. Can't even sneak up on them. Dude, well, I drove up here yesterday literally to check it. And I'll tell you this much, it is dirtied up twice as much as it was last night, since last night at like 6 o'clock. So that creek flowing in back there was pushing clean water. So I went back there and that's still pushing mud. So I don't know, dude. I mean, I come here the other day and I caught an 18, a 17, and a 12. And so I was like, that's all I got right now. You know what I mean? But Jacob caught a 17 3/4. You know as well as I do, one swing and it's a complete game changer. You know what I mean? So.
Just hoping for one right now.
Hey, dude, I've signed up for both them freaking tournaments too, like a dummy. So I'm probably gonna be out $80 today, but it's all right.
Your kayak's leaning a little.
It is. It leans to the left. I don't know why.
Huh.
I guess it's the graph.
That's what it is.
Yeah, which is hilarious. You wouldn't think a graph would make it lean that much, but I guess it does.
You gotta offset the 2 GoPros on this.
I know. That's right. I'm gonna get me another 10 inches hanging here so I lean the other way.
Yeah.
I'll see you, buddy. So something I find really, really cool is how well eagles have came back in Tennessee. Bald eagles, that is. You know, I can remember when I was a kid, like, if you saw an eagle, it was honestly a huge deal. Like, you rarely saw them. They were always around the lake, you know, and, you know, you might see one a year. And now I see 5 in a trip. Like, it's crazy. Like, and they've even moved away from the lakes and they've started moving on to like the creeks and the rivers that run around the house. I mean, like, there is a eagle mating pair that has built a nest right off a residential neighborhood sitting on a creek. I mean, it's just cool. I don't know, that is one of the conservation efforts that have been hyperly successful, is the reintroduction of bald eagles back into a lot of places, and then just the way they've proliferated and just the population level there is now, that you see as many as you do. I just had one fly over my head. That'll be the 3rd one that I saw today. So really cool. It's just, I don't know, that's something, had to mention that.
Yesterday, 18 pounds 11 ounces.
He made a great adjustment when his water got blown out this morning. He didn't go really far from where he was, just got on the lee side of that same cove. I don't think this is the exact same school of fish that they were catching them yesterday. I think it's a different school. It's a good area of the lake. He's doing.
All right, guys, we're doing a little bit of a midday move. It is 10:51. We get to fish till 3 o'clock. I'm gonna go check 2 different ramps. The first ramp is like 10 minutes away. The other one is probably 20 minutes past that one. So what I'm looking for is water clarity, better water clarity than what we've got right now, because what I'm fishing in is chocolate milk and I just don't feel a whole ton of confidence in it. If I can find some good mixing water, like a good mixed color, I'm okay with that, because that's what I was catching them in the other day, and or just some cleaner water in general. I think we're gonna have a lot better chance of actually catching some fish in that sort of water clarity. So we're gonna go check these 2 ramps out. We're gonna see what's up and put in somewhere, and hopefully be able to salvage this day and do a little late day rally to put some fish in the kayak. But yeah, just gotta stay after it. Ramp number 1 completely blown out, just like the area that I was fishing. So we're going to ramp option number 2. Is 27 minutes away. It gets us getting there about 11:22. That should have us back on the water by 11:30, which gives us plenty of time to salvage this thing and put together a bite, or put together at least a few bites into the kayak. So I've actually double dipping in 2 kayak terms today. Like I said, the first one is a 3 fish, the second one is a 5 fish. And so my main goal right now is to get 3 fish in the 3 fish tournament, because that's the tournament that I'm trying to work towards Angler of the Year in, and so need those points. Luckily, they only take the top 5 tournaments of the year and factor it into that, so I can have a couple duds. But all that being said, I still want to go try to figure out a bite and do better than I'm doing right now, and so that's why we're moving. So we got about a 20-minute drive. Like I said, it gets us on the water about 11:30, and I think that this is going to be a lot better option than what I'm dealing with here. Well, guys, it's not much better here, and I am a solid hour and 10 minutes from where I figure some clear water will be. So we're gonna lock in here for a little while. I mean, it's honestly the only thing that I can do. I don't feel like driving anymore, because I know it's just wasting my time. So we're gonna lock in here for a little while. We'll see what we can get done here, and hopefully we put some fish in the boat. This can be a really productive area, and honestly, this right here looks really bad, but like right in there, all of that looks fairly, I wouldn't say clean, but it's cleaner than what we were in down there at that other part of the lake. So send it, boys, just get us send it. Well guys, we've been here an hour and we've worked our way back in this pocket, and as you guys can see, the water clarity is completely different. A lot of that has to do with all of these groundwater springs and all these creeks that are running in here. They're pushing out clean water because, you know, those smaller water sources normally are the ones that clean up first, and oftentimes that groundwater isn't even dirty in the first place. Like, just the ground filters it. It's kind of like that one video I did several years back where I ran up in that really green creek during that giant rainstorm, and that was essentially kind of what is going on here. Is you just got all these groundwater creeks pushing in all of this clean water, and it clears this stuff up really quick. So water clarity is good. Water temperature is even better. It's at 50, almost into 51. Now we just got to get these fish to eat, because that seems to be the biggest issue that I'm having right now. I cannot buy a bite to save my life. But I mean, there's so much good looking stuff. There's so much water running in, a lot of trees in the water, a lot of rocks in the water. I'm seeing tons of bait fish on the graphs. So yeah, we're gonna keep it going. I've tied on a different color spinner baits, the one we caught them on the other day. It's that kind of gold chartreuse blood looking weird one, but it gets bit. So we're gonna toss it around for just a second. Then I might tie on like a shag color fritz side as well and toss it around, see if I can get some fish to react to that thing, because that's another bait at this time of year that they like to eat, is that bigger fritz side. The biggin is what it's called. So we might tie it on here in just a minute and see if they want to eat it. But just gotta keep our heads down, guys. We got 3 more hours at this thing. 3 more hours and it's done, and I'm not giving up until the fat lady sings, because I don't feel like zeroing, because that's not something I do very often, is zero in a tournament, and I definitely don't want to start today. So we're gonna stay after it. Oh no, you're good, man. I'm gonna go on out here. I just stopped on that because it looked good. How y'all doing today?
We're not done that good.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, buddy.
We just caught 2
Yeah.
smallmouth, and that's it. We've had another bite or 2, but
Yeah.
seems like since it's got later, we wish they had a bite.
Yeah. Y'all have a good day, man. We're not gonna zero. Whew. Lord have mercy. Oh yeah, I've got myself a mess here. Yeah. Heck yeah. That's what I was looking for. The old flipping stick wins again. All right, guys. Number 1 of the day at 149, 17.5 incher. Let's keep going. So why was that fish sitting there? It's actually 3 big reasons. Number 1 is the water temperature. Check it out. You're getting a 55-degree water temperature in here. The reason for that is reason number 2. That's a groundwater spring. It's groundwater running out, dumping into the lake right here. And then number 3, that groundwater spring leads to the next thing, which is also a little bit cleaner water. Another thing to take into consideration are these trash mats. These trash mats are essentially just that: trash, leaves, muck, guck, just all kinds of stuff. But it warms up very, very quickly because it's made out of, you know, dark material like leaves. And then I caught him off of that float right there that's all dilapidated and covered in plastic. I'm really not sure what it looks like. That thing got burned, but he was sitting right up under that float, which I'm sure that water right up under that float is probably 60 degrees because of that black covering around that float. So that's why that fish was sitting there. Flipped in there, he bit it. I don't know if there's another spot that is like I can replicate like that right there, but we're gonna keep flipping and see if we can flip up a few more. Might try to find some floating boat docks, or floating, you know, like the floats on the boat docks that are in real shallow water, because they'll tuck up under those things too, just like they tucked up under that one, and I got that bite. All right, boys and girls, we are done. Yep. I tell you what, it was not for a lack of trying. It was not for a lack of trying. The midday move paid off. We did not get skunked, and as you guys can tell, I'm real happy about that. I hate getting skunked. I'll literally lose a tournament like I did today, but and be fine. But getting skunked is like my #1 pet peeve, and we didn't get skunked today, and I am very happy about that. I learned a lot today too. That today was definitely not a waste of time, because I learned a lot about a lake that I spend a lot of time on, and some spots that I spend a lot of time on, but I learned some little sneaky things I'm going to be able to exploit later on in the year. So that is fun, and that is exciting. But I'm so glad that you guys clicked on this video and watched it. You guys are awesome. Hopefully you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it today. And as always, you guys are sweet, and thank you for watching.